Then what is the matrix as an entrepreneur we should look at it to decide if we want to enter the logistic business or not?
You need to be careful about really defining what's going to be your value proposition and how you think you're going to get better. Every time you think about a business idea, it's always 3 steps, right? I remember my class of like entrepreneurship is just like, can you create value? Can you capture value? Can you keep that value? 3 steps, right? Create value. Can you create a service where people are willing to pay for it? The whole issue versus paid versus not paid. There's tons of like ideas that are cool, but then if they start paying, boom, everybody's out. So that's creating value. Then capturing value is that how much of the market share can you actually capture? Because you might have like 5, 10 different players doing the same thing. Difficult to capture. And then 3 is how to keep it. Competitive pressure, barriers to entry, all that stuff. If you think about that framework in logistics, I find it quite difficult to get past the first one. Think about it. How can you actually create value that is not in the market? You really have to think segment by segment, services by service. So for example, like one of the things I would do is like targeting very small niche.
Exactly.
Like for refrigerated deliveries of flowers. Nobody looks at flower costs, for example, like when you deliver flowers and it's like $14, like super high. Willingness to pay is much, much higher than on e-commerce. So like some very targeted segments. I also think that reverse logistics is super interesting. Nobody wants to do it. It's quite cumbersome. Like when you don't like something from Souk or Amazon and you need to reverse, it's a pain. In many e-commerce platforms, it's a pain. And so like